Okay. Hey, what's up, Soon? Hanging out. About to fight some bird. It's gonna be hopefully not too bad. Hopefully it'll be quick and painless, but we shall see. What did I get for him? Oh, I forgot we got a new costume for him. This one looks literally just like this one, but black instead of white. Not a huge fan of that. Very cool. I just did Farming Bird 2. Nice. I just did my summons for the SSR ticket wish event thingy, and it actually surprisingly went pretty well. So I got the copies of the characters that I wanted, which is definitely good. So now I have a maxed out ELAT, which is very cool. Hopefully that will help me patience even more for the deer. And I got a maxed out green Sariel, which is very cool. Do you need Magelda's Holy Relic to defeat Phase 4? I don't think you need it, but it definitely helps. Been so long since I've watched your vids. Hey, well, welcome to the stream, dude. Good to see you. I hate the passive where he heals by 100% and increases stats by 15% of surviving with 25% or lower HP. Yeah, that's definitely the worst passive that you can get on the last phase. It's not necessarily like bad enough to where you'd want to re-roll it or anything like that, because if your characters are built up enough, you should be good. But it's definitely the worst one you can get. 6/6 Sariel, very, very cool. How much CC does that put us up to? 66.4. Not bad at all. Congrats on 9.26k. Hey, appreciate that. We're on the road. We're actually we just hit 9k literally not long ago, like a couple of days ago, and we've already gotten like 250 subs. So we're getting relatively close to hitting 10k, which I'm pretty happy about. Definitely things are moving right along. Literally got 0 Sariels out of 11 SSR tickets. Damn, that sucks. My first one took I think it was like 8 or 9 tickets just to get one copy, and then I had 17 of them, so I was luckily able to get a couple of copies that I needed, so that's really, really nice. All right, let's bust the bird. I'm thinking about using whatchamacallit. Thinking about using Liz for a run, because I think that she could be kind of cool. And I seen that Nagato put out a video of him using Cusack, and my Cusack's not completely maxed out, but he does have the Abyss effect unlocked, so I'm interested to see. I kind of want to try this one out first. Is my equipment all good? I think so. Oh, actually, Escanor has on the wrong gear. Give me 1 second. I'll try to catch up on chat in just a moment. Okay, now everything seems good. Also, does the floor 3 phase 4 passive reset when restarting the stage, or do you have to reset the whole run? It should reset if you restart the phase. Like if you just like if you do floor 3 again, it should be a different passive once you get to phase 4, because it's just random. Is it worth it though? I understand Sigurd's Holy Relic, but Brunhild? I wasn't a huge fan of Brunhild's Holy Relic because I didn't think it was really all that helpful for her as a bird unit, but because 2 units are going to get more use out of it, I think it's a little bit more interesting to make it. So it'll be nice to have them either way. It's not like the craziest thing you've ever seen, but I might as well grab them. Congrats on almost 10K. Are you ever going to do a collab with EDP445? I think he's just out of my league, man, and a lot of controversy behind that one. So not really on the roster for collabs, but who knows, man? Never say never, I guess. Got my Tarmiel 6.6 thanks to the rate up thingy on SSR banner. Had to spend 30 tickets for it, but still happy. Hey, I mean, at least you got it. Having a 6.6 Grace unit is very, very good, so really can't complain too much about that. Miguelda might kill here, so we might not get a melee stack, but oh well. I maybe should have attacked beforehand. Yeah. Oh well. Does anyone know when the Tower of Trials will reset? They do it very seldomly, so it's really just a huge toss-up. No one ever really knows. They did it for... what was it? It was like New Year's or whatever last time they reset it, and that was the first time they've ever reset it, so it's not like there's a really big schedule for it or anything. I got it 4 times in a row because I just can't be bothered to mess with it. Box CC is crap, but I've been incredibly unlucky then. Yeah, sometimes the passives can be really annoying. Most of the time, because the bird team is so like locked down for me, like I have a pretty good time, I would say for the most part, being able to do the bird. That, what's my Melee's ult at? Missing one more. He's full on HP. We'll just use this. We'll get another melee stack. Because my melee or my bird team is like pretty locked down. Like I have really good gear on all the characters that I use. I don't normally have too many issues with the passives at this point, but it definitely can be annoying. You have to get used to the fight quite a bit. People are using the QuickTime glitch still, right? Do you know if they'll ever patch it? It seemed like they were pretty against it whenever it first started becoming like a big thing, but they never really did anything to stop people from doing it, and so I don't think that they're ever really going to do much about it. But who knows? I guess. He got rid of my melee stacks. That's actually super unfortunate. Let's go, which Brunhild? I mean, the relic will be for both Brunhilds, but we're getting it for the new one mainly. But the old one will be able to benefit. Hope not. Takes forever to get 100 the normal way. Yeah, I know. I'm not really sure why they try to limit people like so hard on that, but it is what it is. It's their game. They can do what they want with it, I guess. Big damage? Ooh, nice. I feel like it's always a toss-up if I crit with Escanor on this phase. Hoo-wee. I feel like this is going to end up being longer than I normally anticipate for it to be, so need to get it moving along, because we have to do, what, 15 bird total? So that way we get 30 of the relic material, because I think I have all of the other materials already good to make the relics. I just need the wind sources. See if we can pull an Escanor card. I really wanted Trader Melee. I have gone an entire rotation with only 2 anniversary units, man. Yeah, I really wasn't a big fan of this banner. Not good. Not my favorite banner that's ever come out, for sure. Everybody's taking a bit more damage because I don't have Arthur. I'm not sure. I'm so used to using Arthur that I don't know what to expect yet by using Liz, so I'm not really sure if I like this team just yet. I'm sure if I got used to it more, I'd probably like it, but I may end up going back to Arthur just because I'm so, like, in tune with how the team works. Surely they give it to me for free. I highly doubt that. 1290 gems on Bryn's banner because I was desperate for Hawk and Oslo, last missing unit. At least I got her 6/6. Hope she's good for PvP. It seems like she's okay. Kind of weird that you're going that hard for Hawk and Oslo. Like, even though he's... even if he's your, like, the last unit that you need... I feel like that's maybe not the greatest character to go super hard for, because I've literally never seen anybody get decent use out of that character. Like, I guess if you're just doing it for, like, collection standpoint, I can kind of understand it, but oh boy, sorry to hear that, man. All right, let's go. Well, we might as well max out Melly's passive while we're doing this. That should be enough to kill. Oh. So happy 10 SSR tickets gave me a 5/6 green Sario. Hey, congrats on that, man. Went to whole rotation and didn't get Trader Melly. Yeah, I didn't pull a copy of Trader Melly when I summoned either, so. Hey, Nalyd, I can't clear the first stage of the bird while having Trader Melly and having 4 tier 3 cards on him at the last phase. Do you have any tips? So definitely work on your gear as much as possible. That seems to be one thing that people kind of underestimate, is having good gear is what's going to make you be able to finish this as quickly as possible. But it's just kind of a toss-up with phase 4 of the first phase, or on phase 4 of the first floor. You want to try to go in with a couple of good ults and everything that you need, so that way you can kind of just burst it down as quickly as possible, because, you know, he'll put on that big corrosion stack or whatever. So it's kind of like, if you have Magelda, her ultimate has Power Strike on it, so going into the phase with that is really nice. If you have decent stacks of Magelda's passive or anything like that on, well, I don't know if you said you had Magelda or not, but she's very helpful for this, of course. I don't know how well this card is gonna do, but I kind of want to use it. We'll go ahead and use it. Why not? That right there should be enough to kill, so we'll just use that card. Why not? But yeah, just going into the last phase with, like, as many ults as you can, as many heavy hitting moves as you can, and as long as you've built up a decent amount of stacks on Melly and you're not wasting his amplify cards earlier in the phase, you should hopefully be able to beat it. But like I said, gear is also a big factor. I need to maybe stall a turn to get the infect off of me so I can heal a little bit. So I think I'm going to use these. One of my friends did floor 3 bird with 1/6 of the team you're using, but Matrona instead of Escanor. He didn't even have Magelda Relic. Damn, I mean, yeah, as long as you're comfortable with your team and you, like, play it enough, I mean, it's really not too bad. Just getting used to the fight is literally the biggest hurdle. Hey, what's going on, Marco? Hoping new Elizabeth would have a recovery skill. Everything is about getting / removing or disabling buffs now. Yeah, that's very true. I'm not... ooh, we're missing a lot of health. I'm not sure if I like Liz on this team yet. Got another goat stream, yes sir. Second stream today, let's go. Hey, what's going on, Dark Trinity? Yeah, we're pretty low on HP. He seems to be attacking melee a lot more because Arthur's not on the team. So I think I need to be very aware of that. Only collection purpose unit is trash. I got all of the other characters, even the PvPs. Nice. I really wish I had some of those PvP exclusive units. Waylo being the coolest of all of them by all means. Hey Isabel, what's going on? I'm tempted to use this heal first turn because I think we can use the flood card, maybe the melee cards to help lifesteal a bit and gain a stack of passive, and we can heal too just to try to stay on top of things. Good heal. Depends on... no melee cards though. Not great. Have maxed UR attack defense. Perfect set max bonuses. I miss Magelda sadly. Yeah, Magelda's kind of one of those characters that just helps tremendously. So you can definitely beat it without her. Like I've definitely seen people do it, but it's definitely tough. It's not easy by any means. I could have used those because it's going to cleanse that, but melee being the main target here is not good. I might end up having to reset on this because I'm so not used to this team. Wasn't able to beat floor 1 without Trader Melee consistently, and now after I got him, I beat all floors consistently. It's just stupid how good he is for this. Yeah, he's just insane in general, like across the board for like everything in the game. It's nuts. He's literally like the best unit. Let's go ahead and use some more of this. I don't know if that'll kill or not. I think we'll use this and get an ultimate. This Elizabeth was so underwhelming compared to the other celebration units that I skipped her. Now I'm sitting at 1.7k free-to-play gems. Hey, nice. I think that she is a little underwhelming at the moment. I think she's one of those characters that can be kind of future-proofed with the way her passive is sort of working. So hopefully she'll get a little bit of support in the future, and maybe she'll be a little bit more relevant then. But yeah, I don't think she's too bad. She's definitely an interesting and like fun unit, I think. I can still get another stack of Melee's passive, so I think I'm going to use this into that. Probably should have used it before I attacked with the melee cards, but it'll be alright. Nice. When I don't with Matrona, Bird tends to attack my Meg and Brun. Yeah, I think it has something to do with whoever has lower HP or whatever, or maybe it's highest HP. I'm not positive on that. I think it's lowest HP though. And I could definitely see all of these characters being, well, maybe not Magelda though. I figured he would go for Magelda over anybody because she's not like, I definitely have all of her cosmetics and stuff, but she's not level 100. I don't know. I figure the rest of these characters probably have good stats over Melee, but maybe not. Who knows? Merge some of this. Love you, Nalyd. Thanks, Dan. Love you too, dude. Who do you think is getting their own Halloween character? Halloween's quite a ways away. I don't know who would be getting a character this year. There was a lot of rumors for a Halloween Escanor this past year, so maybe they're saving that for this year. I don't know. It's really a huge toss-up on seasonal units more often than not. I also use Matrona instead of Escanor and Green Arthur instead of Liz, simply because I wouldn't survive most of the time, but with those two, it's really hard to die. Yeah, I agree. I'm not really a big fan of this Liz so far. One of my friends that plays a lot of like bird and deer and stuff like that, he was telling me that he really enjoys using Liz on his bird team. He said that she's really, really good, and I'm sure that he's just a lot more familiar with the character than I am, but I just, so far, I'm not the biggest fan of how it's going. Been trying the Arthur variation that you used in the last stream, man. It's a lot faster than Matrona. As soon as I get the hang of it, it was easy. Yeah, it's super nice. I really like it. What passive did we get? Fully heals HP, so this is the annoying one. Let's go for Escanor's ultimate, I think. Get rid of that. Ragnarok Escanor win. That could be really cool too. I mean, I feel like as popular as Escanor is, you would think that they would be trying to, like, you know, release Escanor units more often, or just, you know, more frequently, because it was what, like three months into the game when the green Escanor came out, and then the red Escanor came out. I can't even remember on global when he came out. It might have even been the same time, because they were doing a lot of like double banners and stuff like that back then. But I feel like there was a lot of like a lot of time between Escanors coming out and stuff, and you would think that they would be a little bit more pushing Escanor units because they know that people are hyped about Escanor, but I don't know, kind of weird. Oh, I think I could have killed there if I would have played that smart. I forget that he doesn't automatically heal. It's like a if you reach this point kind of thing. So I should have killed there, but oh well. I'm so used to fighting the deer each week that I more often than not end up getting kind of screwed over when I do this. Well, there goes Melly, which is very bad. And he has immunity on at the moment, so let's go for the ults, because they'll actually hit. I might lose here. Emil, I don't think anyone here can speak Russian, man. I can't read any of that. The team with Cusack instead of Liz/Arthur is super fast, but probably not as safe depending on ult levels and stuff. Yeah, I would agree with that. I think you're right in that regard. Oh, I can't even use that now. Yeah, I think we have to reset. I'm tempted to reset the whole floor, but I think I can still beat this. I think I can still salvage this run. Yes, Emil, I would assume that you are from Russia, yes. I don't think anyone here speaks Russian, though, so I don't think anybody can answer questions or anything. Will Brunhild's Holy Relic cancel Miguelda's? I don't know how to spell it. I don't think it'll cancel Miguelda's, because I think it only works for her. And even then, I mean, I think all it does is make it to where you can only have one debuff on at a time or something, so it's not that bad. I think I go something like this. Double drop will be available for a week. I think it's 2 weeks, but I'm not positive on that. Completed my first tower 3 run with Matrona, Nalyd, Brunhild, and Miguelda. Nice. Escanor helps them make money during dead periods. Yeah, true, but I mean, the game's been out for 3 years at this point. You would think that there would be more Escanor units, because there's 10 melees in the game at the moment. There's about to be 11 if the new step up melee comes out sometime soon. And then I don't know, man, it just seems like there's so much room for maybe more characters like that. I'm not saying that I want them to come out with more Escanor units or anything, because then it just kind of forces people to summon, I think, but I don't know. I figure they would. Alright, Emil, I'm sorry, man, I'm gonna have to get rid of you, dude. I'm gonna put you in timeout. But yeah, I don't know. I figured they would drop more Escanor units than they have. I think Melly dies here. I'm resetting. I don't like this team at all. Going back to Arthur. The old reliable. I want Awaken Shin. Awaken Shin would be pretty cool. Where's my... Arthur. There you are. Have you tried Amazing's Bird Team? I don't know what it is, honestly. I might have tried it just out of just messing around, but I don't know what his team is. Not just melee, all other sins have way more units compared to him, which is funny because he's one of the most hyped characters on global. Yeah, exactly. I think that's kind of the point that I'm trying to get across, is that there's so many of the other sins. Like, I think Merlin is maybe the one that has like the least amount of characters besides Escanor, but even then she has like 6 or 7 characters, I think. So I don't know. I think they will release the Escanor from when the fight with the Demon Lord after Mael comes out. Maybe. Might be a little early for that, but who knows. I figure they'll probably try to drop the third Escanor from the originals, like the blue original Escanor first, but maybe not. You never know what they're going to do. There's at least one Escanor coming that is from the anime, unless they decide to do a non-sunshine version of him that dies to everything. I don't know what they would do if he didn't have his sort of, I mean his grace or whatever, but I don't know. That would be kind of interesting to see, I think. Let's do this, and we'll just merge those for more. Cusack, Trader Melly, Miguelda, and Deanne. I mean, that sounds fine. I don't really use Cusack a whole lot for the bird, and I don't like taunt units because it's a lot slower. So I don't really plan on using Deanne for this. Not a big fan of the taunts on here. I just rather move it on along, I guess. I got the Melly card pretty early. I'm tempted to let it merge and hope that I can pull more. Think I will. Mael is never coming out. Maybe. I don't know. Hey, everybody wants him so bad, but I think it's just a little early for him to come out just yet. Like, I think that they're probably going to save him for a more hype festival or anniversary or whatever the case may be. I don't know. Which, I mean, I know that Liz wasn't super hype or anything like that, but she did get top grossing in Japan. So, I mean, there are people who like Liz, but then again, I think a lot of the times it's the more like negative people that are more vocal about it, as far as like on like Reddit and stuff like that goes. So the people who are like, oh my god, I don't want this new, Liz or whatever the case may be. It's just the people who are really vocal about it that you see the most, I guess. But I don't mind the Liz. I mean, it's fine. If you weren't interested in her, just don't summon for her. It's not that big a deal. No Grace Escanor backline unit. He could be. That would be actually pretty cool. Pure DPS AO, I can dig it. Yeah, I've always been more of like an aggressive player when it comes to just most games in general. So I think, I don't know, playing with the taunt and stuff like that, it's fine, but you just have to sort of stall turns and, this and that to try to pull better cards, and it's just not really ever been my thing. I don't think we're going to be able to kill here, especially with that Arthur card, but maybe if Escanor's doing big damage. I don't think he'll be able to make up that much because of the damage cap. Yeah, pretty close though. And we have a pretty good hand for killing the boss too, so I think we should be alright. Hopefully he doesn't reset Melee's buffs, because he sometimes does that before phase 4, and it's really annoying. For me personally, it was a bit weird when they finished certain characters, like Chad King in the anime was around the same time as Mayel, yet we are far from Mayel. Yeah, I think that is a weird thing too. I don't really understand why they released him when they did, but I don't know. Oh well, I guess. I mean, I like Chad King. I think he's a cool character. It was a little early for him to come out, so I mean, that's one of the reasons why you can't ever really be sure on when they're going to release certain characters, because you never know. They could literally just release them, you know, the next day. But I don't know. I feel like they try to stick to a decent, you know, release schedule as far as it being lined up, sort of, kind of, with the story most of the time, but I definitely don't feel like it's, you know, they don't stick to that all the time. Green Sariel and Red Tarmiel were so much earlier. That's always, that threw me off. Yeah, that makes sense too. Understandable. Which then again, I don't know. I feel like it's more of the like hype characters that they try to stick on a release schedule than anybody. But then again, like you said, King came out pretty early too, so kind of just a weird toss up most of the time. Which is, I guess that's one of the reasons why I'm always like, I don't think Mayel's coming out that soon, because you know, it's not really time for him just yet. But then again, they could literally just do whatever they want. It doesn't really matter. They don't have to stick to any sort of specific release schedule if they want to just pop it out because sales are bad or whatever the case may be. Like, I'm sure there's a lot of different reasons that they release characters. Luck was with me. I finally did one clear floor 1. Hey, nice. Congrats. Need to try. Kind of sucks always buying the mats for Relics. Oh, damn. You're buying the mats for Relics? Oof. That sucks. The Relic mats are the one things that I've, like, refused to spend money on, because I know, like, I play the game enough to where if I don't have the mats for it, that means that I'm just being lazy and not playing the game. So if possible, I know that I need to, I think we can still use this card even if it hits damage cap and still be fine, so we're gonna use it, but hopefully I don't kill here. Ooh, don't kill here, Escanor. Thank you. The one ult hits damage on floor 1 phase 4 bird. Only if mine doesn't do it sometimes. It's only if he doesn't get any of his buffs removed. If he has like max Magilda passives on him and stuff like that, he can normally end up hitting damage cap, but it's not always. Alright, so I need to make sure I get Escanor's ult going into this. We have more Magilda cards than I would like. Let's throw those away. Alright, well, I didn't even kill, so it's fine. I meant to move and then use the Escanor card, not move it twice. That's fine. I'll just get better cards off the draws either way. That's fine. My the one Escanor never crits, even though I have 14% plus attack rolls on equipment and max cosmetics. Well, so the bird has pretty decent like crit chance or crit resistance and stuff like that as well, so I think more often than not it's just a gamble on whether or not he's going to crit. The only reason that I ever crit is I think just because I have the Merlin association, but even then it's still a super big toss up. I don't always crit or anything like that. Let's do that. That was before I got Magilda's Relic last night. I would imagine so. If you have high stacks on anybody and you use a hard enough hitting move, if they crit or whatever the case may be, you can still hit damage cap. It's not impossible. Let's use these. I'm pretty confident that kills. Yeah, I don't know why I wasn't confident. Hey, what's going on, Xmascus? What's up, dude? Thanks, bro. Just trying to figure out whose Holy Relic to get next. I finally got the hang of stage 3 bird. Always love watching your content and chatting with you. Hey, appreciate that, man. I appreciate you stopping by. Let's stall a turn just because I don't think I might have been able to kill there, but ooh, Magilda's doing a lot of damage actually. I was not expecting that. Yeah, we should have just went for the kill. Rip. He's gonna heal all of that back. Oh, okay, he's actually gonna hit the attack phase. It's not the worst, but this might hurt a little bit more than I want it to. He said only a 6/6 Marga ult can hit on phase 4. I don't think that's necessarily the case. I think it just depends on the circumstances for your run. Because if you have decent cards and stuff like that, you know, then you should be fine. Like if you have decent buffs already stacked up and stuff. I maybe should have let those merge so that way I could go for more hand space to potentially get a Magilda heal. Arthur's a little low, gotta be honest. Not a huge fan of that, but I think we're just gonna have to go ahead and kill regardless. We could stall a turn maybe. We'll stall a turn just in case, because it'll be going into the third floor with Arthur being kind of low and he gets targeted so much. I don't want him to get wrecked. Like, I know we'll start with a heal in hand, but... Oh, very lucky. Thank you. Takes a minute to get Melly's buffs and stuff like that up on him, so... I think it will be playing it safe here. Would have been nice if I had ult for more lifesteal, but I think we'll be fine. How much heal? Almost full. Not bad. We have that heal at the beginning of the phase either way, so. I do have 12 relics though. Dang. I mean, if you spent money on all those relics, that's quite the chunk of change, I think. But hey, man, it's all good. Whatever makes you happy. A taunt weak Escanor would be for the memes. That would be really funny, actually. I think that would be awesome. I really wish they would make like a wimpy Escanor, like an SR version of him or something that's not hard to get. I think that would be really cool. Have a crit attack gear UR and Merlin on the 1, and his ult with crit does 4k on floor 1, phase 4 of the bird. He is 2/6 with 2 of every max cosmetic. Is he broken? No, like I said, it just takes a really good like setup to sort of be able to hit max like attack and stuff like that on that phase with Escanor's ultimate. Like, you need like max Magilda passive on him, and if it works out to where he has all 3 of his buffs or whatever on as well, that'll really help. But it just takes certain circumstances, I think. The deer's the worst, being nearly double priced. Yeah, I absolutely hate running the deer. Like, it's bearable. Like, you can definitely do it, and it's not like it doesn't take me like all week to do it or anything like that. But good lord, the deer is so frustrating. Like, I did my runs earlier, or I think it was yesterday or the day before, whenever he got reset, and it was just, oh my god. I kept getting bad hands and bad RNG for card pulls, and he would delete Jormungandr's cards out of hand, and then I would go into the last phase with no Jormungandr cards, and I couldn't progress the phase, and it was just a ton of bad RNG stacking up all up on me at one time, and it was just so frustrating. It was literally killing the mood. What's the best unit to invest Relic besides Magilda and Festivals? Hard call. It just depends on who you use and stuff like that, because I think if you get a lot of use out of a character, then building the Holy Relic is kind of just a no-brainer, I guess. The Archangels and stuff like that are good calls if you're willing to do the bird. or the deer, just because, you know, they get more CC and some of their relics are actually pretty good. But I actually really like having Arthur's relic. I feel like I use Arthur not only for a lot of just PvE stuff, but, you know, just random things here or there, and having his relic just, it's just kind of nice to have, like one of those just sort of luxury items almost. It's not necessarily like a must-have, I don't think, but it's something that I get a lot of use out of, which I think is something that's definitely good to look at when building a relic. But I don't know, it just depends. You just need to find characters that you use a lot, and building those relics and stuff like that will definitely get you more value. Worst part about the deer is farming for yellow cubes. Yeah, I feel like more often than not I end up running out of yellow cubes over anything else, so you're not wrong there. I really don't want to use this Magilda. I think I'm gonna merge. I want to push damage, but I'm not pulling the cards I need to push damage. I have made Holy Relics on Brunhild and Magilda. I am thinking of Gother or Arthur next. Which one do you recommend? Which Gother? Because regular Gother's Holy Relic really isn't that great. Like, it just doesn't do much. Festival Gother's is pretty fun and very cool for like PvP stuff, but I don't know how much use you'll actually get out of it unless you just really use unknown teams and stuff like that. So I don't know. I built Gothers way back in the day whenever it was kind of sort of new, and I mean it doesn't really do much. It takes forever to stack it up, and it never really seems like it's really worth having, I don't think. But I don't know, if you want to get it, you can. It'll give him some extra CC and stuff like that. Just have been finally able to clear the bird last night, but I've been able to continuously beat deer, piece of cake, but deer is so much easier than the bird in my opinion. Really, I think the bird is way easier just because I have the team sort of more on lock, I guess. Like, I know how to use the team more efficiently for the bird, I think. But I could maybe see that. I could see people having more trouble with the bird. I think the deer is just more RNG based, so if you get lucky with your pulls and stuff like that, and it's consistent, then I don't know. It can be easier or harder, just depending on how your experience is. The RNG kills me. Yeah, it's super annoying sometimes. Ryan, I am not your dad. I don't know what your mom's saying, but I'm not your dad. I don't have any stacks on Magilda, so I kind of want to just waste these. I think we'll use this to push phase. Get rid of that. How would you feel about a skinny Escanor with a taunt and a heal? Has a transformation ultimate with a passive that lets him gain 4% attack for the next 3 turns. I don't know. An attack or a taunt and a heal makes him like incredibly supporty. So his transformation would have to have some like really aggressive, like heavy hitting cards, I think. Wow, we didn't kill on that phase, so that's kind of annoying. Is he sealing heal cards this turn? Okay, it's debuff cards this turn. I gotta use this, I guess. Oh well. Go ahead and heal. Waste this. Waste that. Dark what team? What are you talking about, Ian? Oh, okay, you're talking to him. My bad. Thought you were just talking to me. What passive did we get this time? 50% revive. That one's not that bad to deal with. I don't really want all of these to merge, so I think we're gonna do it like this. Which one should be your first relic? If you have Magilda's relic makes farming other relics a lot easier, so that one's definitely up there, but just depends on who you have and who you use the most, because it's all dependent on you as a player, really. Have enough mats for 3 deer relics, but no cubes for it, and I can't be asked to farm it, especially with the drops are bad. Yeah, that's unfortunate. You have three deer relics worth of materials. That's crazy. I have enough for 1 on me at the moment, but it's just because I'm wanting to build. Whatchamacallit? I'm wanting to use. I'm wanting to make Elaine's, the blue golden wings Elaine. Nice, that actually worked out perfectly. I think the ult might have killed, but this will secure it. Cool. Alright. We're 45 minutes into stream, and that was the first win. So, kind of need to get a move on. I definitely don't think we're going to be able to do all these in one go. I think we'll at least get Brunhild's relic first, and then we may end up doing more tomorrow or something. Don't know yet. How much does box CC help to get above 300k CC in teams? Box CC is kind of important for hitting super high numbers, but I think just having good gear and stuff like that and good cosmetics on the main characters that you're using for the team are what builds it up so much. Got Magelda yesterday, I'm so happy, but should I get her Holy Relic next? Looks like a good passive for a relic. It is a very good relic. I do like it quite a bit. At least Deer has gotten a little better with the new passive, less resets. Yeah, that's true. Need to get my Scotty up then. Scotty can be pretty helpful on these teams too. What's going on? Le Trap. Maybe I should use the 90 coins on her. Maybe. We pulled an extra card, so let's go ahead and use these. If you lived in the 7 Deadly Sins universe, would you rather be a sin or a commandment? I chose to be aligned with the goddesses, so I guess sin, because the sins are completely overpowered. Was going to use it on Festival Gother. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Festival Gother's relic is quite fun. I actually do like his quite a bit. So if you think you'll get use out of it, you could build that one. It's pretty cool. I don't really need to use these heal cards, and I don't want to waste them. Liz wasted a lot of time. Yeah, I think so. Kind of unfortunate on that. How much does our units have to be built to beat the bird kind of easily? I would say having UR gear and stuff for each of the characters is definitely like gonna help a lot. But I mean, as long as you're comfortable with the team that you're using, you shouldn't have too many issues, I wouldn't think. But it really just depends on what you have already for each character and stuff like that. I would say if you have like a CC around like 250k or so, you can probably beat it pretty easily if you're using, you know, the right teams and stuff like that, and you synergize well with your units. Does Green Arthur have Relic? If so, what is it? He does have Relic. I have his on. It puts like a defense related stats debuff on them at the beginning of the phase, if I'm not mistaken, or at the beginning of the turn or match. Applies an effect which decreases all enemies' defense related stats by 20% for 1 turn at the start of the ally's turn. So yeah, it's actually pretty good. Can be very helpful for certain stuff. I think we're gonna have to just push for... I want to say that Arthur is not gonna kill here, so I'm gonna use that, and then we'll move a card, but we should be able to beat phase 4 with what we have in hand. I knew you weren't going to kill, boy. Then again, there was a damage cap, so I don't think he could have. He might have actually killed if there wasn't a damage cap, so I'm not gonna put it past him. Why don't you use Matrona or Deanne? It takes less time. It does take less time. I just like the more fast, aggressive teams because it's a little bit faster. Plus, if I had to use those teams and I'm trying to read the chat and stuff like that, we would literally be here like all day long, which I'm already basically here all day long, so I guess it doesn't really matter, but I just like this team the most. I'm the most like acquainted with this team, and I know how to use it efficiently, I think. I'm doing deer with Deanne, just got 4 taunt cards, lol. That's quite the amount of taunt cards. Definitely not what you want in the deer. That was one of the reasons that I don't like to use Deanne in the deer, just because she only has 1 attack card and it can really slow you down RNG wise. Kind of sucks sometimes, but that's kind of just how it works out. If you could pick have you considered playing some music in the background? So last time I tried to do that in a stream, a lot of the stream ended up getting copyright claim because people put up copyright free mixes and stuff like that, and it just some of the music that they put, I guess, ends up becoming copyrighted later on or something. So I ended up having to go through and edit out a whole bunch of stuff for one of the streams at some point, and it just was more hassle than it was worth. So I would like to. I need to find like a decent mix that's not completely, ruined with copyrighted stuff, but for the moment I don't have anything, and I would like to, but I can't take the chance and it be copyrighted stuff and I have to end up having YouTube crop out stuff and mute it and stuff like that. It's really annoying. Does Arthur Relic work on the bird? I actually don't know if it works on the bird. He's immune to a lot of debuffs and stuff like that, so he just took a ton of damage. Holy. What happened? That was kind of unfortunate. That buff really screwed him over. No, the hero way stage 3 enhance equipment to stage 1 is bugged. I don't think it is. I'm on stage 9 of Hero's Way at the moment. I haven't had any issues with it so far, so I don't think it's bugged, but it definitely could be. I don't know. Maybe I just didn't encounter the bug. You the man, brother. Thanks for helping me out with the Tarmiel tip. Hey, appreciate that. Yeah, that Tarmiel. Using red Tarmiel on your taunt unit and stuff like that for the bird can definitely be a double-edged sword, so gotta be careful with that one on this. How come on floor 1 stage 4 sometimes my the 1 ult will do nothing and sometimes it will do 300k? He's 6'6". For me specifically, it always depends on how many stacks I have of Magelda's passive on him. That's pretty much the only defining factor. Sometimes it also depends on if he crits as well. That can be a big thing, but yeah, it's a huge toss up, I think. How are you gonna do second phase floor 2? So for this one, I'm really glad that didn't kill. We rush for Escanor's ultimate, so that way it will hit twice and we'll be able to kill him without having to worry about having a taunt. Alright, he's not taking nearly as much damage this time. Maybe he just hit like a really big crit on me or something like that, because that one, he did a lot of damage with that one move. Use Amazing's playlist. I should look into that. Well, I can find it, actually. I won't have to have somebody link it to me. Because I know he has like an anime playlist, doesn't he? like an anime music playlist. We'll put it on. Try to make it really low. There we go. That'll be something. So now that we have the ult in hand, we can use this legitimately, like right here at the beginning. Can use that, and then we should be able to kill with those two. This still seems a little loud. I don't want it to like overpower anything. Bird is doing so much damage recently. Yeah, I think it's all like a big melting pot kind of thing. If he ends up getting the right passives and I don't realize it, they all synergize really well with each other and do like huge damage. I have to make sure that I'm getting decent cards to finish this stage. Both farm and chicken? Nice. What's going on, volume? It's bugged for you? That's unfortunate. Sorry to hear that, man. Why is it bad to use red Tarmiel on link on the bird? Sorry, I was not here. So a lot of people use a taunt unit in place of Arthur, and if you have red Tarmiel, the bird can actually disable himself in floor 2, so it makes it to where the move that he uses on phase 2 that insta kills you if you don't have a taunt up, the skill disable actually removes the part that would save you if you had a taunt, so it just insta kills you whether you have one up or not. And if you're using a taunt unit, more often than not you're not going to have enough damage to finish him in one turn. So it's just kind of like a bad thing to run red Tarmiel if you're running it on your taunt unit. You can run it on other units, but most of the time you would want the healing and stuff like that on your your person who's taking the most damage. Alright, I think we should be able to kill with that. Hopefully. Arthur, don't let me down. 141, that'll work. Always saw your videos for the first time comment. Keep up the good work. Thanks, Turok. Appreciate that, man. The Magilda and her relic bird is so easy now. Yeah, it's crazy how much better it's gotten. It used to be so difficult to do the bird, and now it's so much better now. It's great. I think we'll go ahead and use both of these because I don't think that'll kill. We probably should have went for the kill maybe because all of our characters are full health, but we have a heal in hand, so. Peace out, bro. Gotta go to work. Make money, spend on gyms. Hey, I understand that, man. Have a good time at work, man. Good morning. It's 7:11 a.m. early here in my country. Yeah, it's 7:13 p.m. where I'm at, so 12 hours difference. On the later end of the day for me. You disable the disable. Indeed, you do. Red Tarmiel works pretty well on Arthur in that team, though. Yeah, true. On this team, it works fine. I use him to make sure that Arthur doesn't get wrecked. Was not understanding why he was insta-killing me because I just got Magilda. Yeah, it can be kind of like it's one of those things where you're like, I don't understand why this is happening. Who is T1? That's what people call the one Escanor. People just write T1. Alrighty. 7-Eleven, the convenience store. 7-Elevens are all over the place. I don't know what it is about. There's certain videos on YouTube that I always get attracted to where people are like, oh, I went to 7-Eleven in this country and ate food, and I don't know why, but those always get my attention, and I always like to see what different countries have in their 7-Eleven. There's not even a 7-Eleven anywhere close to me, that I know of. There probably is one because that's a pretty widely like spread store, but I don't think I've ever really been to a 7-Eleven. Like I've probably been once or twice, but it's very few and far between, I think. Let's go for I might heal. Let's heal. We'll get a stack of passive. Me and Nalyd on the same time. East Coast boys. Have you got Discord? We do have a community Discord. There should be a link in the description for it. Jormungandr relic prediction disables revives and her cards count as all colors. That would be really, honestly, I don't care about the revives at all, as long as you can make it to where it takes some of the RNG out of the bird or the deer. It would mean so much. It would help things tremendously. It would be so good. We kind of need to start moving on. I'm not pulling the greatest cards though. I don't think that's gonna kill because the other cards really aren't gonna do too much. Artie, appreciate that, man. You didn't have to do that, but I do appreciate that. Thank you so much, man. You should have just became a member. You could have used the cool emotes. Could have used the fire emote or the SSR luck emote. That would have been way cooler, and it would have been cheaper. You didn't have to do that. My food is done. I will have to go get my food in a moment. Should be. Ooh, we need to heal. I really do appreciate that though, Artie. I thank you so much. That is not going to get rid of my whatchamacallit. My blockade. What's your name on Facebook? I don't have a Facebook. I haven't used Facebook in many, many years. What is this song from? It sounds very familiar. Oh, it's the whatchamacallit? Jujutsu Kaisen. Why do I always get recovery disabled on phase 3, floor 2 of the bird? Phase 3, floor 2. I'm not too sure. I can't remember. Is that, are you talking about floor 2? Because I don't think phase 3 does anything weird recovery disable related, but I could be wrong. Maybe you're just taking a little while longer than I do. Sometimes he has passives like a little bit later in the phase that I don't realize that he has sometimes, because I try to get stuff over with as quickly as possible. Let's keep the ult for next phase if possible. Let's use that. Use this. We'll just go for the kill here on phase 2. What's up, CB the Great? What's going on, Bully McGuire? I can't even remember what your name used to be, Bully McGuire. It used to be something, because I used to remember your name whenever you would comment, but then you changed it, and you've been Bully McGuire for a long time now, so. But I used to remember your name before it was Bully McGuire, but I can't remember. Xenos, that's right, I remember now. Alright, we're just going to waste some cards. Unfortunately, Miguelda got dissolved, so kind of unfortunate. After I finish this run, I'm going to run and grab my food really quickly, though. So I'll put you guys on the campfire screen. Floor 2, phase 3. Floor 2, phase 3. That's the one where you have to worry about killing him, or like certain chunks of his health, like put different buffs on him. I'm not too sure. Most of the time for that phase, you just want to kind of like, you want to do about the same amount of damage that I've done to him now, so that way he doesn't put up any crazy buffs. And then you just want to make sure that you kill him the next turn so he doesn't completely recover or like get crazy damage or anything like that. So not positive on that, honestly. I'm not super sure there. I don't know if this is going to kill or not, but he's going to start disabling a lot more stuff. So I want to try to kill here if possible. Did you exchange at the gold coin shop, the bird mats? No, I didn't. I already have a pretty decent amount of bird mats on me, and I didn't want to waste my my coins. I'd rather use them for Super Awakening if possible. Need to try the bird out. What team is solid for newer people? It's kind of hard to say for newer people because it's like it's supposed to be like the hardest game mode in the game. Like it's supposed to be for like late game players. So kind of a tough call there. Dog's going crazy. Definitely recommend if you have Magelda and Trader Melee pair incredibly well together, and you can basically just run either a taunt unit or whatever, like big damage or whatever. But I would say these two units here, Trader Melee and Magelda, if you have them, are insanely good for the bird. But if you don't have them, I would say maybe wait and sort of build up your account first before you start messing with it. But it just depends on what you have, really. What passive did we get? We got the full HP heal again, so we need to try to make sure that we save one of the melee passives if possible. You have to kill him fast, that's why? Okay, that makes more sense. What's going on now? Just realized that that with chatting that I cleared floor 2 already. Sheesh, Magelda Relic, so much easier. Yeah, it's so good. I think we should have no problems killing here. I think we use that and it'll probably hit damage cap, and then Escanor's ult should kill. If not, I mean, we should still be able to do this, but... Hey, what's going on, Ouroboros? Haven't seen you in a while. Nice. That does kill. I have Melee Meg and the 1. Okay, then I mean you should be pretty good then. I mean you can use either a taunt unit to sort of get the ropes for the fight, or I use Green Arthur just because of his passive, and it's really nice. Just to he just reduces damage taken and stuff like that at the very beginning, and it pairs really well with melee. So I mean, just coming up with a team that you think will work and then using it enough to get used to it and like actually beat the fight is kind of like half the battle. So just understanding the mechanics of the fight, but it sounds like you have a good amount of characters that'll be good for it. So either way, give me just a moment. I'm gonna mute my mic and I'm gonna run down here. I'll put you guys on the little campfire screen, the be right back screen, and you guys can enjoy the campfire while I eat. Okay, we're back. Whew. Alrighty. Volume, do you play Dead by Daylight? Like, consistently? How hard was the driving exam? I have it in less than 4 hours and I'm scared. Are you in the US? Because, I mean... it would be hard for me to say if it, well, I mean, I would assume the driving laws are probably the same, maybe, but I don't think that driving exam was too bad. I had problems with like doing like what is it, 3-point turns where you have to put on your hazard lights and turn around and stuff like that. That kind of screwed me the first time that I did it, but as long as you know the proper way to do it, it's not hard. Driving's not bad. Used to way back then, 2 years ago. I was playing it pretty consistently like a couple of months ago, but we kind of just stopped playing it a little bit. It got a little bit boring, but I thought about trying to mess with it a little bit more since the new 6th-year anniversary is out. The new killer looks pretty cool. Alrighty, we've already pulled pretty good melee cards. I think I'll... We got decent cards already. Really surprised I didn't kill. Kind of good. Glad it didn't, though. We should get another... maybe we've already maxed out Melee's passive at this point, though. No, we didn't. We got the extra stack. Nice. Alrighty. Hate to waste a melee card, but we've already got a good hand. Plus, we're getting Miguelda's ultimate, and you can only use 4 cards in a turn, so you might as well get rid of it. Could you use this team with no relics? Yeah, you could definitely use it with no relics. Because, I mean, melee doesn't have a relic. I don't think Arthur's relic even works on the bird. It might, but it's not like it's doing anything crazy to begin with. Just having Miguelda be able to put stacks on melee to have him do more damage is you know, just helpful in of itself. Just the relic helps you stack them a lot faster, I think. And the one's relic doesn't even work in anything other than PvP, so it's I think you could do fine without relics on this. Yeah, it's definitely possible. What CC do you think someone needs to be around to start doing floor 1? I have Trader Melee, Brunhild, Matrona, and Magelda, but my damage feels pretty lackluster. I tried using the one at 4-6, but his ult patience. Yeah, so the big thing is you just have to, the whole idea behind it is you just want to continue to build up cards that you know will deal damage. So the melee amplify cards aren't necessarily like guaranteed like damage caps or whatever, but if he has enough stacks on him, they'll definitely get through. So making sure that you have, you know, Magelda's passive. If you're using Brunhild, making sure you keep her power strike cards in hand and you build up as many of those as you possibly can. It's just about trying to go into that last phase really prepared. So you can sort of stall in the beginning phases and stuff like that if you really need to try to make sure you get what you need. It's all, I would say more or less it's just about knowing the fight, because it seems like you already have a good team. Nice. Got a Escanor card. Very good. Tempted to stall another turn. How long are we getting the double drops, and does the deer have the double drops as well? You can't farm deer at the moment. It's for bird only. So you can't farm the deer. I think they'll add that whenever the next boss comes out, but I'm pretty sure you can do this for 2 weeks. Oh my god, see, I should have healed, because now I think he's dead. Okay, we barely survive. Epic. Let's do... I'm tempted to just get rid of... That kills. There's no way that doesn't kill. Not a great heal on Arthur. If I didn't say already, though, I think this lasts for 2 weeks. My Escanor has also 4-6, but he does damage with 3 to 4 stacks. Yeah, so that's the big thing too, is you want to make sure that you're stacking with Magelda before going into that last phase. It'll definitely help you secure damage with Escanor. Something like that should work. Guess I'm pushing for 1 relic a day for box CC. That would be pretty helpful. I think relics don't help as much with CC as I would want them to, but they're all right. Because I literally built regular Merlins just for CC more often, or like just like as a concept. I just wanted it for CC over anything else, and it really didn't give as much as I was hoping it would. Let's do... Definitely didn't want to do that. Heal into... that. Because I want to keep some of these melee cards, because they're going to do pretty much damage cap at level 1. Try to make all bird relics during the event. 275 GP away from 4th constellation. Oh, nice. That's really good. Yeah, this would be a really good time if you have the drive to farm out the relics. This would be the greatest time to do it. But It's just, it's so time consuming. I need to do it more, but I just always end up losing motivation because it takes so long. My 1/6 no cosmetic fest go through has almost as much CC as my 3/6 king full cosmetic relic. The relic gives him so much stats. Yeah, some of the relics are like big stat boosters, which does equate to a lot of CC, but a lot of the times because it's just a second passive, and it just gives you small stats, like as just a base reward sort of deal, it doesn't help as much as I would want it to sometimes, but I know what you mean. Ooh, Arthur's pretty low. Hoping for a Magelda heal card, if possible. Heal card. No, we didn't get one. Right. I'm tempted to. Well, I can't really stall without wasting cards. Ooh, I might have just should have went ahead and killed. This is not good. We can definitely get rid of that. Nothing else will merge though. Damn. Well, I guess that's what I get for stalling, hoping for a random card drop. I mean, he's really not going to attack anyone except for Arthur at the beginning of the phase, so the rest of these characters aren't necessarily as crazy to heal, but I guess we'll just hope for a little bit of lifesteal for Magelda, I guess. Hey, what's going on, Carla? Welcome back. Damn, she lifestealed actually a pretty good amount. AoEs might be an issue here, so have to see how it goes. Liz's outfits are on diamonds right now. Yeah, they definitely are. It's been 2 weeks at this point, so they should be diamond purchases at this point. Okay, so I think we're gonna have to heal. We'll just go for as much lifesteal as possible, I guess. Good heal. We do get 2 single targets off for the melee stack. This one could be a toss-up, might not go great, but hopefully we'll be able to do it with that amount of health. We got another heal card, which is ideal. So as long as we can survive this turn, we should be starting to get tankier, hopefully. Okay, not too bad. The Gray's helping a lot. Okay, I think we're all right. Farmed bird 3 times this week, about to my 4th run. That's not too bad. Not running either Matrona or Deanne. No, I don't run a taunt unit. I just rush Escanor's ult for the taunt phase. How do you farm enhanced stones? You can either farm gold and use the gear gacha to do that, or you can once a week you can use the silver coin dungeon in Fort Solgris, but it might not be. You get a pretty decent amount out of it, so it's all right. Just breaking down old equipment and stuff like that, salvaging it is also, you know, pretty helpful. He's using ult this turn. His ult normally doesn't do too much damage, so I'm not as worried about it. So I think we'll still save for a turn. I don't want to use the melee card just yet, I don't think. Any explanation on seasonal characters' costume upgrading? Oh, so you talking about what they posted in the patch notes that I was kind of confused about? Miguelda heal is so inconsistent. I feel like it's not too bad. Normally it ends up healing a pretty decent amount just because I've got a lot of her cosmetics and stuff like that maxed out, so she has high attack, so it heals a pretty good amount. But I know what you mean, it can be not as good as you would want it to be. I don't have a way to get rid of that this turn, so I'm gonna make sure that I kill with Escanor here. Salvaging makes sure to +5 SR and SSR gear gives a better chance of getting 5-star Awakening Stones. Yeah. Yes, that weird patch note. So I don't think it was for all of the seasonal characters that are already in the game, but with with Brunhild going forward, they're going to be giving out a weapon, cosmetic, and an outfit piece that are all UR gear for newer seasonal units, I guess, because they don't normally get a whole lot of costumes, I think, because she definitely has a weapon and a hairpiece, whereas I don't think that she wouldn't normally get anything else from becoming UR unless it was an outfit. I can try to show it after this run if I remember to. Alright, phase 2. Let's just get rid of some cards, I think. Seems my team will be Trader Melly, Miguelda, and the one with Matrona. What gear should I focus on for Matrona and Miguelda? Miguelda is normally attack crit because she's going to be more of a damage dealer. She doesn't do like crazy damage unless you just use her ultimate or you have high stacks on her for the Amplify card. But I would say normally she doesn't end up getting targeted or anything like that, especially if you're running a taunt unit. She won't be taking too much damage. So just having her be able to do as much attack as possible is the better thing there. And then Matrona is just an HP defense character. You want her to tank as much as you can. Should have made my Miguelda attack crit. That crit helps a lot, but oh well. Yeah, I wasn't super sure if I wanted to give her crit pieces in the beginning, but I think that they're pretty helpful on her. Lost our ults there, kind of unfortunately. She still has dissolve on as well. We could cleanse it, but I think I need to do damage more than anything. So let's keep the melee cards the way that they are. I have Brunhild 6-6, Trader Melly 5-6, and Queen of the Earth Deanne 4-6, Bloody Liz 5-6. Should this team work or no? I think that team will do fine. I'm not super sure how good it's going to do without Miguelda, but you should be like, Miguelda's not necessarily like a must-have character for it, but she definitely helps a lot. I wasn't a really big fan of using Bloody Liz for it. I used her at the beginning of the stream and it didn't really go that well, but I think if you can get used to using the team, then that's ultimately what's gonna, make it whether or not you win. Let's do this to get rid of some of these cards. Alrighty, what passive? We got the full heal passive again, so we need to be a little careful if possible, but it's not the end of the world. See how this does. No crits? No crits? Maybe should have went for Miguelda's ultimate here, but oh well. Tempted to use Melly's passive, depending on how much he lifesteals, which it doesn't look like it's a whole lot. We have a lot of stacks on him though, so if we end up doing too much and he heals, because he's gonna heal at this point here because it's 25%. I think it would just be safer to use Escanor into that. Ooh, we might do too much damage. Magilda shouldn't do like an insane amount here. Nice, okay, good. Very good. So switch Magilda then. Cool, I have her 6/6. I'm close to beating floor 1. Bird always has silver and sliver of health left. Yeah, so floor 1 can be a little tricky. You just kind of have to get used to it. Just making sure that you save up the right cards and stuff like that for the last phase is really the key. Whew. This is definitely taking it. I always underestimate, underestimate how long it's going to take. All right. Floor 3, but choked and had the soft reset. Dang. Yeah, floor 3 can be kind of annoying sometimes. Never done floor 3. I probably can, but I always get bad passives. I imagine floor 3 was more painful ones. They're okay. I think the only ones that you really have to worry about are the ones on phase 4. 2 of the passives that he can get give him a revive, so they can be kind of troublesome to deal with, but just depends on what kind of card RNG you have and dealing with what you've got in your hand and stuff like that, of course. Need to use the Arthur card first just to make sure. One second. Alright, sorry about that. Had to go grab the dog. What are we on? Floor... What floor are we on? Floor 1, okay. 2 a.m. for me. Was not expecting to find you live. Yeah, well, it's only 8 p.m. for me, so not too bad. All right. Let's just get rid of some cards. We're still on floor 2, so that should kill. Miguel's ultimate, why not? Got another heal, so we should probably go ahead and use one, because why not? What's Melly's ultimate at? That probably won't kill. Actually, I don't think it can kill, because I think you have to use 4 cards to kill. Zippy, calm down, buddy. Alright, that should kill. Then we can push for Melly's ultimate. Alright, we've got good stacks on everybody. Escanor doesn't have the greatest stacks, but we'll see how it does. I don't have a level 3 melee card either, so there's potential I don't kill here. He crit though, we're good. Feel you with the pup, my pup being aggravated me when I was grinding. Yeah, I've got my plate on my desk from when I was eating, so he smells it or something. He wants to see what's on my desk. Alrighty. How much money did you put in your account? I don't know overall. I don't spend too much money on the game as far as like what other people spend. I would say if I'm not buying costumes, I only buy the weekly and monthly bundles, so that's like $60-ish a month. And then maybe a costume or two here and there, depending on what banner or what character it is. So I don't know. It's very, very seldom that I end up buying like gems or anything like that, or like extra bundles, unless there's just like a really good deal. I do buy the rank up bundles whenever they come out, but they don't do those super often either. I need to start making sure that I get Escanor's ultimate. Does it matter which equipment is attack and crit? I don't think it necessarily matters. I always try to do my crit pieces or defense pieces or whatever takes 2 pieces. I try to do those on the middle 2 slots, so that way it's uniform with all of my characters. So per se, if I had take melee for example, if I was going to make 2 different melee sets, You could do attack on the top and attack on the bottom, and then crit on the middle two. And then if I built a second set for him that was like HP defense, I could do HP on the top, HP on the bottom, and then defense in the middle. So that way I can take the middle two pieces off and replace them with the defense or crit pieces, so that way they're kind of interchangeable. That helps a lot with like organizing your gear, but I don't think it legitimately, or I don't think like there's an actual like, it doesn't matter per se, I guess, which slots you put them in. Brunhild's new outfit with the Holy Relic looks so good together. Yeah, I kind of like the regular weapon for it more than the Holy Relic, honestly. Like, it looks so cool. Kind of need to try to get another Miguel to heal at some point. Let's just waste cards this turn. Buddy, I don't got nothing for you, man. Go lay down. Here, ball. Alright, so let's use those to kill. No, will you go lay down? I don't got nothing for you. I'm busy. I'm busy. What? God, hold on. I'm gonna open the door for him. Go if you need to. Okay. Let's use those. That might do too much damage. Yeah, that definitely did too much damage. Oh well. Meg makes 4-3 look like floor 1. She does. She really does help so much. It's kind of crazy. Alright, we got some okay cards for this phase. I would really like to have a heal as a backup, but there's not really a whole lot that I can merge or anything, so we'll just go for damage, and if we pull something, that's great. If not, hopefully we don't take a whole lot of damage. No heal. Arthur's tanking. He'll be fine. That was a little bit more damage than I was hoping for. We'll still be pretty high up though. We'll get the heal on at the beginning of the phase. We'll be alright. Just standing in the doorway, eating and staring at me. Ball. Ball. Why don't you go lay down? Go lay down. I got 49 wind sources. Damn. That's pretty impressive, I gotta be honest. What are you farming for? Are you just trying to build all the relics, or are you just trying to get stones or cubes? I would imagine probably not cubes, but who knows. Okay. Got another heal, which is good. Just in case he hits me with the big move. Oh, well, I actually can't use it, so hopefully he doesn't do too much damage. Prepping for catastrophe relics, like Awaken Mono, Awaken Shin, Awaken Roxy, Awaken Camilla. KW. True that. That's smart thinking though. While it's on, while everything is being increased for the moment, nice to go ahead and farm them while you can. Okay, no more blockade, which is good because we can heal now. Let's go ahead and do that. Use 2 single targets for melee. Alright. Should be able to push phase here. Hopefully this will kill, but he's taking a lot less damage, especially from these 2 characters specifically, so... Nice. Magelda doing a little bit more than I was expecting, which is good. So should my next relic be Brunhild, Shin, or Red Arthur? Base for OG. Does it even work with Original Demon? I think I use Shin for my farming team, and I think it helps quite a bit. I think it's really good. If you use Brunhild for your bird and stuff like that, then she's a really good character for it, honestly. It wouldn't be a bad idea. What do I need to do? Let's go ahead and use these. What's melee at? He's at full. He'll get his ultimate next. I think we're just gonna go ahead and use that. And I don't own the other one. I like Shin's for gold. Yeah, Shin is a really nice farming unit. Okay. I kind of want that to kill. I don't know if it will, so we're gonna waste that just in case. And we really don't have to move anything, but we'll just go ahead and... Yeah, didn't kill. Kind of unfortunate. Okay, because Brun is on my bird team, and I wasn't sure if that would make a difference on my bird runs, since I used melee Meg, Brun, and Matrona. I mean, it'll definitely help her deal more damage, but if she's already hitting like damage cap and stuff like that, it won't help too much. That was my biggest reason why I was like not super thrilled about her relic when it came out, as I was like, it doesn't seem like it really matters too much, but oh well. Let's use... I think I'm willing to get rid of the melee ultimate here. can immune the blockade. Ooh, that's actually really good. I didn't think about that. That is actually kind of nice. I don't think I'm going to kill with these cards. Okay, I think we waste this to get it out of hand. And stall another turn, unfortunately. I'd like to kill here, but I don't want to use any of those cards. Yeah, I didn't figure that was going to kill. I guess if we don't pull anything decent, we'll just have to use a melee card. That should kill, right? I think. Oh, the immunity. Fuck. I always forget about that. Now we gotta use Escanor's ultimate. Oh, well. I'm a gamer. My brain's so big you wouldn't believe. God. I already know who I'm going to give my Holy Relic to is my Hijack Gother, just so I can support my boy Rimuru more. Dude, the Relic is so fun. That Relic is such a fun Relic to use. It really is super, super cool. I think I'm going to waste that and merge those. I'm struggling with this bird, man. I need Miguelda so bad, but like I used Trader Melee, Brunhild, and Matrona. I don't know who to use for my 4th slot since my Green Gother is so weak. I don't really think Green Gother's all that great for it, but yeah, just kind of experimenting around with your different characters and seeing what works for you is probably your best bet there. I think Miguelda will do more damage with the stacks that she has. Oh, never mind. I think we killed. Very nice. Very cool. Yeah, I understand not having Miguelda. She's super good for this. It's very frustrating to not have it. Alright, so what? We need, I think, 3 more runs and we'll have Miguelda, or Brunhild's Relic. I think the the playlist ended. That's funny. We'll just move to the next one. Why not? All right. Good Escanor pulls. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I should just use these cards. Alrighty. I wonder, can you give me a tip for the bird? The one Escanor is 4/6 ulti, but I do use Brunhild, but is he viable for the bird? I like him better because his ult is more aggressive and you can use it to get past the taunt in floor 2. But I mean, really, you can use either one of them, but whoever you're most comfortable with using is going to be the better choice for you, honestly. Just getting used to the fight is the biggest deal, I think. Let's go for Well, yeah, I don't want to use the... Let's actually heal first, and then we'll use those cards. Thanks for the tips. Nice. Happy to help. Alrighty. That should kill, I think. I'm getting like 0 Miguelda cards, which is very unfortunate. Because I'd like to have her ult going into phase 4, but it's not looking like that's going to be possible. Ooh, I didn't realize that he wiped our buffs. That's very unfortunate, actually. We're just gonna have to stall a turn, I guess. The only one you want is her heals. Yeah, true. Damn. Well, we got the corrosion on us now. He really wiped my buffs on this run. That was kind of unfortunate. Escanor still has really good buffs on him though, so I think his ult should hopefully do good. We'll see. Nice, very good. Melly, do something. I need a crit here. Okay, just not. Oh no. We'll reset on that one. That was just unfortunate. That was just a really bad play. I should have tried to get... Alright, well, I should have pushed Miguelda's ultimate, I think, in turn 1. Or didn't I do that? I don't know. I think RNG was just bad on me that run. He disabled, or he got rid of my buffs and stuff. Not ideal. Getting more heals. Alrighty, got some extra melee cards, which is good. I think we'll just try to waste some of these and use some Escanor cards for damage. Wondering, do you want to meet me sometime in 7 Deadly Sins? I think I would actually be fun, but only you have time. What do you mean, like PvP or something? friendly match, actually. I haven't done one in a long time, but I need to, every once in a while I try to do a stream where we just do like friendly PvP matches and stuff like that. I haven't done it in a while, but it would be nice to do another one of those sometime. But most of the time I have like a full friends list and stuff like that, and I'm on the game so much I like to take a break when I'm not messing around with it for like videos and stuff like that. So probably not, but if we do another one of those PvP streams and you sign up for it, then sure. I think I'm going to use this just to get ult, and then we can actually move that to get his ult as well. I was the last person, right? We made a video way back. Maybe. Were you there for that stream? I can't even remember. It's been a long time since I've done one. We have really good health. Hopefully we kill here. Ooh, no crit, but hopefully it'll be enough. Crit. Nice. Okay, cool. Just dropping by to say hello and good luck on the drops before heading to bed. Hey, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate that. Have a good night. Wasn't your name something with cat in it? I think you've changed your name because I remember your profile picture, but I think you had your name was Pepper Cat or something similar to that, maybe. I'm not positive, but I think so. Remember we did a video for my channel? Yeah, I remember that. I couldn't remember. I was thinking that you were saying that you had, or you were in the stream. What's this from? From ReZero? Some of these songs are stylized in a way that I don't recognize the original. Damn, no Escanor cards. We get decent merges here, and I can move a card, and I shouldn't kill. It was, yeah, YouTube finally allowed me to change it because my profile is so 2008 before the entire Google thing, and I never wanted to make a new YouTube account, so I was stuck with it. Oh, okay, I understand. I gotcha. Because there was somebody in here earlier who I definitely remembered their profile picture, and I remembered when they changed their name, but I couldn't remember their original name, because it's kind of crazy. I think that's one of the things that I like so much about doing YouTube is that I remember a lot of you guys like by name and stuff like that when I see your comments and everything. So like if I notice the same picture but it's changed, I don't know, I notice that kind of thing sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. Ooh, Arthur cutting it close. That'll get me ult and hopefully kill. Yeah, okay, we're good. Okay, I was about to say I would really like to get another heal if possible, but unfortunately we have to go all out on this phase. Let's just do that. Just means you're actually reading comments and engaging with your community. That's a good thing. Yeah, it definitely is. I definitely try to read as many comments as I possibly can. I actually don't think that there's any comments that I don't read at the moment. Like I'm not getting so many comments where I'm like, okay, like I just have to sort of like ignore that one or whatever. Like I get comments that I can't answer every once in a while, so I make sure to like it on my end so that way I know that I've read it. But for the most part, I definitely read all of them. Let's do this. Mark from MMO Bites still calls me Pepper Cat till this day as well because we became friends over YouTube. That's really cool. MMO Bite sounds familiar. I want to say, isn't that just a website that covers, or is it a YouTube channel? I guess since you said became friends over YouTube, I want to say they have a website. Maybe I've been to their website before. Not positive on that one. I feel like I'm gonna need to use the melee card here, but if I do, I'm gonna be stuck with really bad cards. I'm gonna gamble and hope that this kills. Next video, I will have to leave 50 comments then, so you have something to read. Got you, God. That would definitely give me a lot to read. I think we kill here. Yeah, very good. Alright, I won't hold you though. I know you said you were probably going to bed, so all good. I appreciate you stopping by. Alrighty, I don't know if I'll be able to kill this same turn, but we should get fairly close. Yeah, we kill here. I always underestimate how much Escanor's gonna do. I feel like unless I'm on phase 3 or floor 3, it doesn't, he always ends up doing a lot. Also, both, they got a website, the YouTube and the Twitch, so it's likely. Okay, I want to say I've looked up MMO, like different kinds of MMO information and stuff like that before, or like looking for new MMO games, so. Ending my last PvP match right now. Okay, I gotcha. About to log off for the night. Thank you for the help and can't wait to see more content. Hey, I appreciate that, Brian. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out, dude. Always happy to help. It's always nice to just, if I'm going to be playing the game like this regardless, where I'm just farming a whole bunch in a row, it's nice to kind of hop on and let you guys chat with me while I do it. It does slow me down a little bit because I try to read as many comments as possible while I play, and that can slow me down, but I mean, it's a good time hanging out with you guys, so it's not a big deal. Is he gonna do big damage to me? That wasn't too bad. The heal should fix me right up. Streaming makes me tired though for some reason. I guess it's just because I'm talking a lot, but like if I'm just hanging out in Discord, like talking to friends and stuff like that, I definitely don't, like even like I listen to like ASMR in like my free time, and I feel like it doesn't like make me as tired as just streaming and talking, I guess. How many completions are you going for? I think I only need this one and 2 more to be able to make 1 relic. So I think we'll probably call it after that for this stream, and then I'll probably try to do another stream tomorrow or something like that to get the Sigurd relic. But it should be, I don't know, if it's 2 times drops, 15 cut in half, so around 7-ish runs. Isn't bad. It's def better than a mass Discord call with 70 people in it. Yeah, that's true. Zeldris might be in the global half Annie. I won't be surprised. What you talking about? Oh, like Zeldris's like holy relic? Is that what you're talking about? You still going or doing bird? Yeah. Came from Marilli stream. Oh, cool. Marilli was streaming. Is he doing bird too? I think I'll use that and just merge and get ult. Oh, Ominous Nebula Zeldris. That could be kind of cool. I think people are pretty hyped for Zeldris whenever he drops, so mentally challenging to keep up with 2 things at the same time, having to pay attention or close attention to both. Normally talking on Discord, I guess it's like you can do on the side, same thing how you get comfortable talking when you're driving a car. Hard at first, but when you get used to it. Yeah, I think that's a really good point. I think if I streamed more often, which I really like streaming, but it just I can't always find as much time for it as I would like to. But I think if I did it more often, you're probably right. I would probably get much better at it. and it wouldn't tax me as much. Both of you are doing bird. Yeah, I figure a lot of people are going to be doing bird on global since the event started this week. Really wish that they fixed the one rule to friendly match in 7 Deadly Sins like other games where you can change it to maxed out no Super Awakening. My friend and I can't compete quite on my level. It's a huge power scale. Yeah, I know, there's a lot of games that do. Like, there's a game mode where like you can play with completely maxed out characters and stuff like that, and I feel like this game doesn't have that for some reason, which is really annoying. Like, I would love to be able to just mess around with like crappy units, but have, you know, big stats on them just for fun matches and stuff like that. It doesn't have to go towards anything, or just be fun to experiment. But they don't have anything like that in this game for some reason. I think I'm gonna go ahead and use Miguelda's ult. All right, I'm done now. Have a great night. Good night, chat. See ya. Appreciate you stopping by. I'm gonna have to get used to saying your new name, Caricia or Caricia. I'm not too sure. Peppercat was easier for me, but I'll try my best to get used to that one. Just by seeing you do the bird, I'm gonna do the bird as well on JP. Yeah, it's a good time to do the bird at the moment, so can't hurt. Trying to get any of the relics that you're missing or save up for future relics is definitely a good thing right now. Bing, bing. Just noticed we are on the same phase on the same floor with the same passives. Well, really? That's kind of funny. Nighttime on all of you, while here in the Philippines it's still daytime. Yeah, I would imagine most of the global players that I see, at least on YouTube, are normally, I guess, just American people, like American YouTubers. So I don't know of a whole lot of which I don't know. I would say Cheeks was probably the only one that I know of that might not be in the US, but I don't actually know if he is or not. I don't know enough about him, but he might be in a different country. I maybe should have saved that melee ult, but I'm hoping to kill quickly so that way I don't have to deal with that stupid evasion buff that he puts on. Have you made an Asia account? Love to play with you. No, I don't guess I have any real reason to use an Asian account. I know a couple of people in the Discord have Asian accounts, so sometimes it's hard for them to interact with some of the other people from the Discord, which kind of sucks. But yeah, I don't guess I would really have much of a reason to have one, because I mean, people are, you know, some people want to have like multiple accounts, and some people like having like a free-to-play account and then one where they spend money on it and this and that. But it's taxing enough for me to just play on one account. I'm completely okay with just being on one account. We're at the same health. Like your content, Nalyd, have followed for a while now, and you are absolute Chad. You really help players a lot. I appreciate that. That's pretty much the whole goal. I'm not necessarily like the best player by any means, but I do just try to help people out as much as I can. Alright, so we might as well just go ahead and use this phase 1, or at the beginning here. And we'll try to waste some of these cards and see what we can draw. Luckily, I recently made a global account because PH is in Asia. Philippines is in Asia, that's why I did Asia server. Yeah, I would imagine that it would be... I guess you would hope that you would be able to make an account in your own region and there would still be enough players and stuff like that to occupy the servers, but I don't know. Maybe that's not the case for the global, like, Asia players. I don't know how many people play on the Asia server, which it seems like a pretty decent amount play, but I guess you would probably have a wider variety of players if you played on the regular global servers. I don't know. Definitely a tough call. I think we have decent stacks. I think that these two will hopefully kill, if not the ult will. And then we can try to get damage off when he revives. What gear do you have on your units? So Everybody here except for Arthur is using attack crit damage, and then Arthur is using HP defense because the bird normally ends up fighting him the most. So he's just there to kind of tank more than anything. Substats, normal substats for everybody. Just attack, defense, and HP for all of these characters. Finally have 3 main accounts, Global, Asia, and JP. Good lord, that's so much to keep up with. I feel like I could never keep up with that much. Alright, we need 2 more runs and we'll be able to make 1 Holy Relic. And it's only taking me about... I would imagine we'll get done a little under 3 hours at the rate that I'm going. I thought Meg is HP crit. My friend wants HP crit on Miguelda. My Miguelda never takes much damage, so... Plus her heal is based on how much attack she has, so I feel like I get better heals and better damage out of her just using her as attack crit, so I don't really see the point in using HP on her, but I mean, whatever you're comfortable with using and whatever works for you. I mean, you can make whatever you want for anybody, I guess. Screenshotted it, we gave Epic Gaming. Nice. I don't play Global and JP that much, but I still check in for the rewards. See, that's kind of nice too. Is just being able to just logging into the account and getting like free like rewards and stuff like that, and summoning like in your free time whenever you like get the chance to. I can understand doing that maybe, but I definitely couldn't like fully commit to that many accounts. That would be way too much for me to keep up with. Asia's really where I focus on. Yeah, I would imagine you would want to try to stay on your home server as much as possible. Sent it to you? Okay. Damn, we were really, really close together. That's funny. You should really try Festival Go Through with Relic Sigurd with Relic and T-Melee. It's actually not a bad team, especially an ungeared or Trader Melee, or Trade Melee for new Liz. Sorry, responding to all kinds of Discord messages. Okay, what are we doing? We've already got really good melee draws, so I'm just going to go ahead and merge those because it's not a big deal. I think we'll just push phase here. I'm glad to see you're live streaming. Keep up the great content. How'd both fest summons go for you? They weren't the greatest. I had to go to 900 for Liz, but I pulled a couple of decent characters out of there. I didn't pull Ragnarok Bond, which is what I wanted the most, which is kind of unfortunate. Really hoping that he's on some banners going forward so I can try to pull him, because he is pretty helpful. And then we did summons for Brunhild this morning, and they were okay. They weren't too bad. I still ended up having to go to 600 for her as well, but it definitely could have been worse. I was able to pull a copy of the Valentine's Day Melascula, which I was missing, which was really nice, and we pulled several copies of Blue Derriere for some reason, but I could still use the dupes for her, so it didn't really matter. Realized is that the less time you spend on the game, the better your rates of summoning are. One of my friends has more characters than me, and he doesn't have one relic in his account. Damn. I'm here with all characters relic. Feel bad. Yeah, I feel like it's all just random luck. It feels like you never know what people are gonna get. Alright, we should get Miguelda's relic here. He did take her buffs off, but she's the only one that I feel comfortable with him removing buffs for, so we're just gonna waste these, go in with those ults and a gold card, and we should be fine. Run, Brunhild, Miguelda, Melly, and Matrona. Yeah, that's a really nice team to use. I feel like that one's the more like beginner, or maybe not beginner friendly, but just like, I feel like that's the strong like default team that people can be really comfortable using with the taunt and everything. Right now, the only hardest thing in my main global account is chapter 6, which is Leonis. You know, that chapter's so long. Yeah, definitely some of the stuff in chapter 6 can be kind of annoying too. That was the chapter 6 is where you fight Demon Hendrickson for the first time, I think, as well. And he was really, really tough back in the day. I would imagine he's not nearly as hard now with the characters that we have in the game, but he was super hard originally. Did you use your wishes of the SSR banner? I actually did. I did those right before I started my stream. I recorded the video for it, and they didn't go too bad. I pulled the copies that I needed for Green Sariel, and I pulled the copies that I needed for Red Elat, which is the only ones that I wanted. And I still had one ticket left over, so not too bad. I was able to pull it right when I needed it. Will you make a video on Whack-A-Mole Hawk? I wasn't really planning on it. I didn't really figure anybody would need a video for it. I think it's definitely a lot easier on the phone, but it's pretty straightforward as far as I can tell. Just as fast as your team, Brunhild Relic pops off. I need to go ahead and I need to make it. I need to try it out. Hopefully we can pull Escanor cards. Like from episode 41 to 100, really? Dang, it's really that long? That's crazy. I remember when the story missions were super hard to complete. I kind of wish they had, or they would add some more hard boss fights back into the story. Click Fest 3000 is not it for me. Yeah, that's definitely, I can understand that for sure. I think a lot of people really want it to be a little bit more difficult, but with the crazy insane characters that we have now, it's kind of just one of those things, I guess. I'm tempted to use this heal, but I don't think I really need to. Bam. What makes Leonis boring is the village itself. Yeah, I really hate going there because like when you go to that village specifically, it takes forever to like walk all the way over to the NPCs and stuff. That place sucks. All right, let's go ahead and use those. The benefit is I get to watch Brun in her new fan-made outfit. That's a huge bonus. Actually using my wishes for Ashen Demon Hendrickson. It was about time. I haven't got him since he came out. Oh, really? Yeah, I think it's a really good time to grab any of the characters that you're sort of missing out on. Hey, what's going on, Millie? I'm doing pretty good. You doing all right? Got Green Sariel 6/6 in his Holy Relic today. Nice. Great link. Very good link. Alrighty. Let's go for... Let's go for that. Too bad the wish rate up ticket bait. Still spent all my tickets to get 6/6 Green Sariel. Yeah, I really wish that they would. If they would have added Red Tarmiel at the same time as making this event, it would have been so good. But of course, they can't just do good things for the community. They have to have a downside to it for some reason. I don't know if it's really episode 100, but it might be until approximately episode 80 or 85 only. That still seems like a long grind for sure. I do need to do boss battles on Extreme, but I've done them all. Yeah, it's kind of weird that you can only do so many, like boss runs or whatever. Or are you talking about raids? Because you can do boss battle, I think, as much as you want, even after you've summoned demons. Okay, what all I missed? Sorry for had food cooking and had hate to clean the kitchen. Oh no, you're good. We're still chilling. Still, I think I'm this run and the next run, and I should have 1 holy relic. So we're getting there. I'll probably call it after I get this one. I might try to do some just random runs, like in my free time over the next day, and then we'll try to do a stream at some point tomorrow probably to get the remainder of my runs in, so that way I can make Sigurd's relic. My mic is all wonky. Okay, let's do our normal turn 1. End of July is Mael reveal and story. That should be pretty cool. That's why I got lazy on my global account, because of Leonis. Yeah. Just doing the story on multiple accounts would be annoying in my opinion. Do you use the bird set? I do have the bird card set, and I do use it. It is very nice to have. I think during the last bird stream that we did, I pulled an extra copy of the card, which was kind of funny, but definitely can't always get that lucky. I think I have 4 saved up. Nice. Bird versus HP card set, who wins? I think they're both fine. I think the heal card set is probably just a little bit slower than using the bird card set, because it just pushes more damage, but I think both of them pretty much have the same end result. Like, I think they're both really good for what they do. I don't know if that's going to kill. We'll go ahead and use the Escanar card. Be like a few from 4. Nice. Level 71 with 1.2 mil box CC. Is that good? Started like 3 weeks ago. Yeah, that's not too bad. I mean, if you're just starting out, that sounds like a good start. I'm honestly really bad at looking at just like box CC and telling you if it's good though. Like I'm not as much of a numbers guy when it comes to this game, so kind of hard for me to judge just off of looking at numbers. I'd have to see like characters in your account and box or like your actual box and stuff, but sounds good. I think I'm gonna go ahead and use one of these to clear up some hand space, because I don't want them to merge, and I don't know. Gotta get that Death Pierce relic. I really hope they add one soon. Realize that since I use Matrona, I don't need the healing set. Just attack set, attack cards, and my runs are great. Even better now since I have Megilda relic. Yeah, I think before Megilda had a relic and people were using Matrona, I think the healing card set was optimal. Like, it was really hard to do the bird without the card set. But I feel like nowadays, after some of the newer stuff coming out, and you know, Megilda getting her holy relic and Trader Melly being on the team and stuff like that, it's definitely gotten a lot easier. What's Melly at? Okay. Remember the OG whale YouTuber himself, Seaton? Oh yeah, if only Seaton is still in the Grand Cross community, you can have a collab with him. Yeah, Seaton has moved on. And I can completely understand why. The game doesn't make the smartest decisions sometimes, and it's very frustrating. Let's go for that. If he gets Roxy Relic, we're talking. Do you? I don't need Roxy Relic. I don't think. I've heard it's actually really good for giving her CC and stuff like that, but I don't ever use Roxy. To be fair, Seaton moves on from every game. I mean, yeah, everybody moves on at some point. That's only natural. I think I'm going to use both of these cards just in case it doesn't kill. So if I get Roxy Relic, you will make some of my thumbnails since you're the edit god. Death Pierce would get 4k CC boost with it. Honestly, as long as it gives him some sort of decent CC boost, it'll make him so much more viable. I really wish they would just give him some of the cosmetic pieces he's missing. Sorry, getting Snapchats. He has the revive passive, so let's just go big damage right here, and then we'll waste that card and see what we need to do after that. My main team is Trader Melee with new Liz, the one in Ragnarok Bond, CC 200,000. That's not bad. You said you've only been playing for 3 weeks. Having 200k on like a team in 3 weeks is pretty impressive, I think. Just make sure that you continue to work on gear. I think gear is the one thing that I think new players underestimate. But gear is so important in this game. Hope you don't move on from Grand Cross soon. I don't really plan to. I still find this game great. I have a really good time playing this game still. I mean, obviously, if you get bad luck on summons and stuff like that, sometimes it'll kind of bring you down a bit, but that happens. It's a gacha game. It's bound to happen. But the only games that I'm even interested in are the Black Clover game. Looks pretty cool, but there's not even a release date or anything like that for it yet. And then the Grand Cross style One Piece game also looks really cool, but I don't even know if it's coming to global at all yet, because I'm pretty sure the only trailer that they have is in Chinese. So yeah, it'll probably be a while before that one comes out. I think I would be much more inclined to play the Grand Cross style One Piece game over this game, but I mean, I've invested so much time into this one. This game would have to do something really stupid for me to like want to move on, because it's almost like, you know, I've invested so much time and, you know, money into this account that I want to continue playing it, of course. So this game would have to do some like big uh-ohs for me to want to move on from it, because I still like this game. I like it a lot. Got a couple UR also, but for my Gother set. I gotcha. Yeah, making UR gear and stuff like that's very good. Helps bring up your CC quite a bit. Costumes are also really important, unfortunately. I feel like this game has like the every way to monetize a hero possible. You have to get costumes and gear, and you have to upgrade costumes, and I don't know, it's just, there's so much that goes into maxing out a unit now, but I guess it's just naturally the progression of things. Also, don't have a plan on quitting Grand Cross. It's just the banners that make players quit. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think people, you know, you play the game for a while, you end up getting shafted one too many times, and you kind of move on at that point. Like, you're just kind of fed up with it, and I can completely understand that. Like, I mean, you know, if you get bad luck enough, you're obviously not going to be having a good time, so it happens. But I think making content on the game is also something that helps, like, makes me want to play the game more. Like, I just enjoy making videos and playing the game for you guys and stuff like that, and interacting with the community, so I think it's a good time overall. So I have multiple reasons why I just enjoy playing the game. I think if I didn't make content on the game, I probably would have stopped playing at some point. But I just enjoy where it's at. I almost want to use the Magelda heal, but I think I'm going to save it because I'm okay at the moment. I do play a lot of Dragon Ball Legends gacha games. I like it. Yeah, I used to play Legends before I played this. And I really liked Legends a lot, but I don't know. It just kind of got to be too much of a grind, and then once I really started picking up this game, I couldn't play both, so I just ended up stopping playing Legends. But Legends was cool. I like Legends. I like it more than Dokkan just because of the play style, but I know a lot of people really like Dokkan. Okay, let's go for... Let's move those. We'll use this. What's Melee at? I don't really want to use any of his cards. This feels like a wasted turn, but oh well. Rather have that than none to do after 30 minutes of playtime. Yeah, true that. Overall, it's okay to be unlucky in the game because there's a pity system here. Yeah, a lot of gacha games don't have pity systems, which I think this game does a really good job of making you, you know, at least feel like you can get, like, characters are definitely obtainable as long as you don't just get baited a whole lot and spend on banners that you don't need to spend on. Well, he killed all of my melee buffs, so that is very bad. So we need to try to build some of those back up, unfortunately. Sup, man? Just got home from a stressful day. Glad I could join the stream. Hey, what's going on, Anthony? Sorry to hear you had a bad day, man. Hopefully you can unwind. Relax a little bit. Bird is relaxing. It is kind of relaxing. It's not like too stressful anymore. Like it used to be really annoying, and like it would get to the point where you were like, oh my god, I keep pulling this passive, or I keep getting bad cards and I can't have fun with this. Like, but I feel like it's not so bad anymore. It's definitely gotten better. I've already gotten a pretty decent amount of melee stacks back, which is really good. Hopefully both of, well, I don't, yeah, hopefully both of those attacks get used. Okay, they do. Nice. I just need to make sure that I'm using single targets for melee stacks if possible. If you guys want to have fun in the game, just gameplay like me and skip everything but catastrophes or PvE fests. I mean, honestly, if you choose one team that you really want to use, like, I mean, a lot of the teams now have such good synergy with each other. Like if you just focused on like a specific team, like the Bond team uses humans, you know, the new Liz uses goddesses, and all of the other goddess, you know, characters sort of synergize well, so you could focus on goddess units or whatever, or, you know, just various stuff like that. Assault mode uses a whole bunch of demons and stuff, which he's not as relevant at the moment, but I would imagine he'll probably come back in the future. As long as you just focus on the main team that you want to use and just, you know, make smart decisions for that team, I don't think that you can really go wrong. I mean, obviously characters do get sort of pushed out of the meta and stuff like that, but as long as you like really invest into it, you'll be much better than anybody who spreads their resources out across multiple teams and stuff. Nalyd, hey bro, how's the grind coming along? Not too bad, man. I seen your comment. I think you were one of the first people to comment on the live before we did anything last night for the Brunhild summon, so I do want to let you know that I did see your comment. I wasn't able to respond back to it at the time because I didn't see it in time, but appreciate it, man. What do you recommend banners to summon on? I don't know. It really just depends on what you're focusing on account-wise. I think a lot of the times most of the festivals are pretty much must summons. But I guess if a character isn't really doing anything for your account, like if, you know, if the new Liz comes out and you don't focus on goddesses or anything like that, or just archangels or whatever, then it probably won't help you as much to summon on that kind of banner. Yeah, I guess it just depends. I mean, whatever helps your account the most. Like, you can't just, I guess as a free-to-play player, you know, obviously your gems are going to get spread pretty thin, so you need to make sure that you're spending on stuff that's actually going to improve your, you know, your teams and such. Damn, I really wish I would have used the flood card now so I could have merged. We should still be okay though. Like his collabs and festivals first, then Ragnarok last. Yeah, it's kind of... Ragnarok is always a toss-up because, you know, for units like Magelda and Jormungandr, you want to have those for the late-game content, but a lot of the other, like, Ragnarok characters seem to be sort of skip-worthy, I think. Like, a lot of them don't end up being super great units. Like, they don't seem like must-haves or anything. Which then again, collabs don't always end up being like the best thing to summon on either. Like the Stranger Things collab was a pretty big skip. Like KOF is really nice to have like Kyo and Terry, but sometimes it's really hard to determine which characters are going to be like the must-have units in a collab as soon as it drops. So you have to be kind of wary about that, I guess. But you know, you just kind of have to maybe, like, I think the best decision is to wait a little bit. Don't always summon as soon as the banner drops. Like, wait until maybe the banner's about to leave and then gather as much information on the character and see if it's actually worth summoning for beforehand. So that way you don't waste your gems on it, I guess. Sigurd is about to fall off soon. Yeah, Sigurd's not the greatest. I think he's okay. I think he can be really fun and gimmicky, but if that new Chandler comes out for the Assault Mode team, Assault Mode should be in a pretty good spot, I think. What's Melee at? We can, should we go for Melee's ult? I guess we should. By the time I get a good unit, they end up expiring. Yeah, that's another thing too, is a lot of the units don't have a whole lot of longevity, so you have to kind of wait and summon on characters that are only like super ultra busted if you want them to actually last a long time. Like the one Escanor when he came out was absolutely insane, and it's a miracle that he's lasted as long as he has, honestly. Alright, we could use the heal, but we're at an okay spot at the moment. Well, actually, he put on that defense buff, so we can't use the heal, so it doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and let's use these, and that should kill. Like for me, festivals and collabs are my #1 list for banners. Yeah, collab banners are really like exclusive, which I think is the biggest reason why you would want to summon on them. Even if I don't watch the anime that much, when it comes to collabs, they're still rare. Yeah, that makes sense. I 6-6 Rimuru and Mono from the smart savings and skipping, I only spent the outfits. Yeah, exactly. That, honestly, that was super smart of you. Just summoning on stuff that you know is good at that point is super, super helpful. Alright, we got a heal in hand. We need some of these debuffs to get off of us so that way we can actually heal. They've been releasing banger after banger as far as units go. Yeah, sometimes that's a really big issue too, is you kind of get into a rut where they keep releasing, like when Red Tarmiel came out at a really bad time where he was a good unit that you wanted to have, but you know there was other stuff coming out that you also needed, like Jormungandr, and there was, I can't remember exactly what was next after that, but it was just a tough spot for Tarmiel, like if you really wanted him. So that kind of sucks, but as long as you're skipping a lot of the really bad banners that come out, hopefully you have more gems ready for whenever that kind of stuff happens, but you don't always. They can definitely throw you off like that. Much respect. I always look forward to your streams and summons. It's just relaxing and vibe is always calm. I try to keep it that way. I feel like being the overly like whoa kind of YouTuber is very tiring, and it comes off as really fake, I think, most of the time. Like I definitely don't act like that all the time. Like it takes something crazy for me to be like any sort of like big hyped over it. So unless I'm like just genuinely excited, I feel like I'm very calm by nature. So I like that to reflect in the content as well, I think. And I think so far a lot of people really like that. I think people like that it's not always so like in your face, like loud, obnoxious. So glad that it worked out that way, because I really don't want to be loud and obnoxious. What I think is funny with Ragnarok banners is why the hell are they putting in old SSRs and one with Scotty banner out of nowhere? Where Elat is in the banner with a higher chance. Yeah, some of those banners are really questionable. Like, honestly, I like Scotty as a unit, and I really got hyped over Scotty. I thought that she was really, really cool because a lot of the JP YouTubers and stuff like that made her out to seem like she was really good, and I don't think that that was the case. I think now that, maybe once she gets like a Holy Relic or something like that, she'll be better, but I was actually kind of disappointed in how Scotty played once I actually summoned for her, so I think Scotty was probably a skip banner, in all honesty, but I kind of got swept away in the hype on that one, which was a mistake on my part. I don't have Magilda or Marg. Can you help me with a bird team? It's kind of tough. If you have Trader Melly, he can pretty much carry you through it, depending on the other units that you have. Having some sort of taunt unit on there would be helpful for longevity. It's kind of hard without seeing like your actual box and everything to give you like straight up recommendations on who to use, but I don't know. It's tough. What's going on, King? Expiration for me is crazy since I'm free to play. Yeah, I think that's the big thing, is if you're summoning for units that end up getting phased out in like the first, couple of weeks of them being out, like this new Brunhild, people are going to end up falling into the trap where they're like, waifu, and they summon for Brunhild, but I honestly don't think that she'll be in the meta for like more than a week. People are going to get her and use her because she's new, realize that she's not that great, and they're going to watch these Nagato videos and be like, oh my god, she's insane. But in all reality, unless you just invest a lot into her and you're running like the really like defense lowering teams with her, I don't think it's really gonna be all that good. Actually, I think that will kill. I think I'll move these. What's my old set? Wish I had a Magilda card, but oh well. That Ragnarok banner is bait, and they're planning a big banner after that. Yeah, true. Ended up having to buy gym packs to get Red Tarmiel. Yeah, that's always a bummer. I'm actually getting halfway decent cards. I think I'm gonna finally use some of these. I think they're releasing too many Holy Relics too fast. It's like, damn, I can't farm everything. Yeah, I didn't like the pace at which they released a lot of the Goddess Relics, just because they were so back-to-back, but I think it gave people something to actually farm for, because a lot of the regular like bird relics that were coming out weren't very hype like stuff, and they weren't like super good, so I didn't really feel the need to try to summon for, or like try to like grind for those, which is the only reason why I'm just now getting around to trying to get the the Brunhild and Sigurd relics. But I don't know, I think that they're releasing them at an okay pace. Like, I maybe would have wanted them to slow it down a little bit with the goddesses and the fairies a little bit, because there are like maybe one or two of those fairy relics that I want to get, but I guess just having them out there and giving you the option to farm for it maybe is an okay thing. But yeah, I know if they release them all at the same time, and the big whales just buy the the bird packs or whatever and just immediately have the relics, then that's super annoying, but it's kind of just part of the game, unfortunately. Magilda's gonna get dissolved, unfortunately. I think I'm gonna go ahead and use this, and I'll use Melly's ult. I use Trader Melly, Green Gother, Festival Deanne, and Brunhilder, but I still have trouble clearing floor 3. I mean, that sounds like a pretty good a pretty good team, though. It just sounds like you maybe need to get used to the mechanics and stuff like that. Obviously, if you can pull Magilda at some point, it'll definitely help a lot. But for the meantime, it'll probably be a little bit more of a struggle without her. Do a chef team for bird. I don't really experiment too much with the bird, honestly. It's such grindy content that it doesn't ever feel good to to mess around with just random teams for it most of the time, as far as I'm concerned. I should have killed there. Why did I do that? That was so close. Is he gonna put up the... I think he puts up the thing. Alright, well, that was dumb on my part. I should have killed there, but I wanted to move the cards. I should have just used this Escanor card. Still haven't been able to beat final phase of the deer. Everything else is smooth sailing except for that last bit. Dude, this week, that last bit was just absolutely destroying me, so I completely understand where you're coming from. Sometimes it does not go smoothly. Like, this week was probably one of the worst weeks. Or maybe not the worst weeks, but definitely one of the rougher weeks as far as, like, trying to get the deer done. Alright, we got the decent passive this time, so we should be in a good spot. Kind of risking it, wasting that card, but maybe. Yeah, Escanor should kill, hopefully. I don't think he will. Ah, he did. Very nice. Brunhild Relic is awesome. I have only 3 weapons for her, and her attack goes up to 57k in deer without Scotty. Dang, that's really impressive, actually. I'm looking forward to it. That's definitely the one that I'm building first. I think I'm going to end up farming the rest of Sigurd's Relic maybe sometime tomorrow, but this should be the last run for building Brunhild's Relic. Looking forward to it. Just got to make sure you're using single targets as much as possible to keep stacks going. Yeah, melee is definitely the big carry here, so you want to make sure you're using single targets, you know, all over the place to make sure that he's getting his defense stacks and all of that stuff going, keeping up his buffs. There she is. Looks good. Bonk, bonk. Bonk. Light of Balder. The hero can only have 1 debuff on them at a time. Increases the hero's attack by 20% when debuffed. Sweet. Now she is maxed out. I have everything maxed out, so I think she's pretty much as high as I'm gonna get her. For 57k, not bad. Hoo-wee. Well, Sigurd's is next. On to his after this, but obviously we're missing the missing the wind sources. So I'll try, like I said, I'll try to do a couple of runs here and there tonight, maybe into tomorrow before I stream, so that way we don't have to stream like the entire thing. But should be a pretty decent time. We'll probably do another chill stream where we kind of sit back and just farm the bird, so that way we can get his relic as well. But that is pretty much going to be it from me. We've been streaming for 3 hours, which is kind of lengthy, not super long as far as like live streams go, but for me that's a longer stream. So thank you guys so much for coming by and hanging out and, you know, chilling. If Artie's still here, I do appreciate the super chat. It means a lot. And yeah, I will see you guys probably tomorrow at some point. I will try to make some content sometime tonight, and should have a video out tomorrow as well. So yeah, see you guys then.